Hello, official Hypnozype, and hello, Organic Legacy. Hello, how are you guys doing? Samshi, hello. Thank you for Team Hydrate. Alright, hold on, let me drink. How are you doing? Alright, so, anywho, we're ranking manhwas in a tier list today. And I might have a really biased opinion about some of them because I've been attached. We'll see. Cat Arm Attack. These are so cute. Cute emotes attack. Oh my god. Alright, let's switch tabs. Uh, there we go. Alright, actually I've written down how many manhwas I have prepared for today. Or do I? I have no idea how many this is, but it's more than enough. We're doing good. Made some more for my future original character. I have everything ready except for money to commission the reference sheet. Oh, yikes. I mean, you know what? At least you have everything ready. Now you just need to save up the money for the reference sheet, you know? Oh, I am curious about the lore. So, I I added some really old manhwas and like some of the new ones, and I mostly like added the ones who are either really popular or chat wanted to see it. My community wanted to see it. I sent the urgent character lore so you can look later. I'll be looking so have fun. Thank you! I will look it up later, for sure. Alright. Let's see. I think we'll start. This is all sorted through like the alphabetical order. It's a shame that I couldn't add any manhwas, like Chinese webtoons, because I stated Korean webtoons, which was my mistake. Nick, hello! Hello. We'll be ranking manhwas today. I have so much prepared. I even like read some of these before I streamed just to like see so many. Yeah, we'll go for each of them one by one. I might add some more tiers, but maybe later. We'll see. Alright, so we'll start with 15 tea recipes of the Duchess. It's a really old manhwa. It's basically just making tea. It's like she's just like enjoying her tea time and like doesn't care about politics and stuff, just like chilling her life. Um, it's one of the older manhwas, so I'll probably put her on either B or C tier because it's a it's a pretty chill manhwa. Although if I would read it now, I will probably get bored of it. Nah, I'm pretty sure I will get bored of it if I read it now. I think I dropped it around like 100 chapters as well. Maybe. I don't remember. Uh oh, I haven't read this one in so long. 66,666 Advent of the Dark Mage. Yuki, hello. How are you doing? How is your work going? I actually forgot the plot about this one. It's been so long since I've last read it. This is time where I have to Google. Where is the description of it? A powerful dark mage was defeated and sealed away in a battle against the 12 gods. He finally wakes up from his sleep 66,666 years later. However, in the body of a newborn baby, Jamie Wilson, 9 years later, with a fraction of power he once held and with the loving family and peaceful environment, he is now surrounded by. Jamie plans to exact revenge against the 12 gods that had sealed him away. Huh. I actually don't remember the plot anymore. I feel like I know this character. I know the character itself, like the blue-haired guy. But it's been so long since I've last read it. How long was it? It's a year ago. 13/3, 2023 was the last time I've read it. And so he's a foreign exchange student. Technically, he is. I just saw that he got reborn. Probably the same rank as 50 tea recipes of the Duchess. I think they should be ranked together. Because none of these have like really memorizable plots. This is Proposal. It's an office romance manhwa. I actually did watch the K-drama like 2 weeks ago, and the manhwa was great. The male lead is a really, really green flag. Be right back, internet down. Oh, alright, I hope your internet will appear soon again. Jeez, alright. I think people who read manhwas, who read modern romance manhwas would love this one. It's really popular. I'll probably put it in A tier. Arfurious, hello, how are you doing? It's I'm thinking about adding more manhwas because I just realized that the one I really like to read isn't there, but it's fine. I'm like, oops, no worries. I'm fine. How about you? I'm doing fine too. I was actually doing my assignment just now, but I was like, oh shit, I have to stream, so I just opened stream and probably will finish my assignments later. Hopefully. Alright, next one is called A Good Day to Be a Dog. It's a fantasy office manhwa. Thinking about adding more. Yeah. Don't you want to see all of these getting rated plus even more? Like, a good day to be a dog. So basically, whenever this girl, I think kisses a guy from another gender. No, wait, whenever this girl kisses a guy, she'll turn into a dog. Was it that? No, wait. I think whenever it rains, she turns into a dog, and her office worker found out about it, and like, I don't really remember anymore. But I do know that I have enjoyed it. It was also one of like the older manhwas which I've read. I don't know where to put it though. Probably an A tier as well because it's pretty fire. It's pretty good. Although I don't think it's as good as Business Proposal, so I'm still debating whenever I should put it in A or B tier. Bunny, hello, how are you doing? Uh, I don't know. Do I put it? I'm putting it on A. And when I think there are better ones, I might like drag it down to B again. Amazing, how are you? I'm doing good too, thank you for asking. We are currently ranking manhwas with a totally not biased opinion. Zina, my friend threatened me that if I put 2 specific manhwas on like a lower tier, she'll break up the friendship with me. Totally not biased at all now. What do you mean? I'm never biased. I'm fair and square. Doing everything logically. A Stepmother's Märchen is such a good historical fantasy manhwa with beautiful, beautiful art. It's so pretty. Hold on. Actually, you guys have to see it. Stepmother's Märchen. Let's say illustrations. Illustrations or panels. But the art, it's so good. I could drag about the art for so long and I could never get tired of it. I don't know what they fed the artist to make the art as ethereal as this, like this. This is a female lead, by the way. She is so beautiful. What did they feed the artist? I need to eat whatever they are eating, but that's easily an S tier for me because not simply is the art beautiful, the storyline is really good as well. She basically like suffered all of her childhood, became like an early mother, and has like so her husband died pretty early, so she has like to take care of these children from her husband, from her deceased husband. It's going down. It's so good. If you guys like found family manhwas, go for that one. And I didn't much about manhwas. Alright, lurk. Alright, Yuki, thank you for the lurk. No worries. Honestly, it's scary that I've read so many manhwas, so I get that. Although I feel like I want to give these like an extra tier with beautiful art tier. Edible buff. We will call it I need to eat art. Alright, because this one definitely belongs to the one where you want to eat the art. How many of them do you remember though? Alright, like, some of them are pretty old. So, let's say, I don't know, about 20% of these manhwas are the ones I don't really remember. Or like 10%. All of them. No, I remember all of, like, I remember most of them. Especially if they're like memorizable art, like A Stepmother's Märchen. A Stepmother's Fairy Tale. Oh, alright. I know that next one. It's Author of My Own Destiny. I think it's finished. It's isekai. Although I remember being really frustrated about the female lead being really oblivious about the male lead's feelings for her. So I was like raging most of the time. And I only sticked around because of her father. The father of the female lead was like, yes, like looking and judging. Thank you for the lurk, Valentine. Hold on. No, no, not again. Listen, he's so fine. Hold on. That's her dad, and that's the male lead, and that's her dad. And I was like, all right, you know what? The female lead might annoy me sometimes, but I'll stick around for him. Am I hearing about Dilfs? Yes, you are, ma'am. He is one. I was sticking around for him. He is. He made me feel things. I don't see a type. No, 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 no. You don't. Although, although, I will probably put it on A tier as well. He do look fire, right? Right. My type would probably be anyone who's like white haired or like light haired. Alright, the next one is Beware of the Villainous. Beware of the Villainous is actually everyone's favorite manhwa. Hear me out, yes, right? How can you not go for the father? Like, that he's not even taken. I don't think he ever had a wife. He adopted her basically. He adopted the villain, like the female leads. He adopted her, so technically he has no wife and no love interest, which makes him a good character. Are you gonna rank Tower of God based on? Shh. Not yet. We're not that far ahead yet. Do not spoiler. We'll see. Ayo. Alright, so Beware of the Villainous is easily an S tier for me. It's like everyone's favorite manhwa. I have not seen one person who dislikes it. Simply because the female lead is so funny. Hold on. You guys have to see her. Ah. Although the male leads are kinda like lacking, the female lead isn't. She is funny, unhinged, beautiful, and she will beat your ass. Although I did simp for the villain when I was reading it. So this is the male lead, right? This is the male lead, and I noticed that yeah, of course you do. It's so so popular. Bad water spray. How dare you? Oh my, I love this one. Yes, it's so funny. Listen, he might be the male lead, but his brother got my heart. I don't know where he is though. His brother's like kind of like a minor character. But I also like the brother. Her brother is so funny. He's so cute. I agree. I don't know, single manhwa. It's fine. Now you can learn about it. Time to set up exactly. They draw panels like these. I think there was also like a JoJo reference one in Beware of the Villainous. Um, yeah, unhinged, really good. Yeah, like your brother's young independent woman, real. They make me feel things, so easily an S tier for me. Alright, another independent woman, Charlotte and her 5 disciplines. This is also easily my top, like my S tier, because I have read it when it got like released, right? And when it got released, no one knew who the male lead was. Like she was like like they were debating between two male leads, and I was like low key for the blue haired guy, and alright, no spoilers. I was for the blue haired guy, and I will be for the blue haired guy forever, evermore. I don't know. I don't. Do we get spoiled when I look it up? Uh, Charlotte and her 5 disciplines. The art style is really good. Alright, now yeah, there we go. Yeah, so he's the male lead. Um Basically they're really old and they're really wholesome. She's also a strong, independent woman. I think I have a type in woman. I think I have a type in woman. Because Charlotte is definitely my type. Anyways, but look at the male lead. He is so pretty. I was like, I'm like usually the person who goes for the side characters, but he is different. I like him. Alright. Oh, this one got requested on Twitter. Charming the Duke of the North. I actually read this one this morning because I wanted to add it to my list. And I wanted to see if it was good. And it did. It is pretty good. Uh Probably an A tier. So basically it's like some sort of isekai as well. She comes over to like this unknown world and tries to like solve a murder case, basically. I'm about firmness, I can't really partake. No worries, like yeah, thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. Thank you. Crazy like a fox. I actually read that one around 2 years ago and I hated it. So the female lead is portrayed as really crazy to like fool the audience and stuff. And like the male got kind of hooked with her or something. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like it. But there were like many people who loved it, so I never understood them. Totally not being me having a biased opinion or anything. Haha, haha. So, moving on. Daughter of the Emperor. That one was one of my first manhwas I've ever read, and I think it got completed 2 years ago. I never finished it, but probably a C tier. Um, It's like more of a found family thing where they like focus the storyline on like improving her relationship with her father and with her brothers and stuff, and like she gets adored and shit. I'm here, what are we doing? Hello, welcome! And thank you for the follow, possibly some random guy. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. We are ranking manhwas right now with a totally unbiased opinion. As you see. uh, I'm like kind of speedrunning this right now. Totally. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Next one would be Crowning a Spoiled Prince. This one, I don't really remember the storyline clearly. Oh, thank you for redeeming Stretch! Alright, let me stretch. I don't even know why I added like these manhwas with so like boring plots. It's not even boring, it's just I don't remember anymore. They're over 100. So are there 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Let's say around 14 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. I don't know, maybe it will add 100. Filler armor was right, it's filler like. Although I think the art style was good and the interaction between them was funny, it's just not memorizable. You can forget about the plot easily. Alright, Dreaming Freedom. Dreaming Freedom is he possibly might be the most red flagged male I've ever seen. He is so obsessed with her. Like, so this is about lucid dreaming. The manhwa is about both of them being able to lucid dream and like jumping between their dreams. And he like kinda stabs and murders people. I don't know. I don't think he murders. I know that he stabbed a guy who she was close to in his dreams, and like he bled out or something. He's so crazy, but he's hot. Hold on. Dreaming Freedom. I actually enjoyed that manhwa a lot. Yeah, he looks like this, but yeah, this is crazy. He is insane. He is insane for her. He's crazy. He likes stabbing people who gets like close to her and stuff. Also, it tackles a lot of like issue with bullying and you know, when you can't fit in a class because you're like an outcast or something, and she was one. She was like an outcast in her class until she got like this lucid dreaming and like messed with their dreams and stuff. I don't know. Pretty interesting. The crazy psycho wins hearts like, as he should. Wait, didn't see. Also read that. She was the one who recommended me that one. She was the one who wanted to see me read it. Yashiro, hello, welcome to stream. Hello, Arson, best one is medical return. I don't think I have I don't think I've ever read it. Medical return. I have never read that one actually. Am I back? You are back. Welcome back. Oh, this looks so sad. They're both depressed. Of course, they're sad. You have to read that. All right, say less. I will read it. Let me just add it. How's it called? Medical return. All right. Oh, it's Finnish as well. Is that BL? Slice of life, action, drama, fantasy. Set as planning now. Did you rank trapped? Not yet. We're getting to it. We're doing it in the alphabetical order. Dreaming Freedom is easily my S tier. Alexia later. Thank you for the look, are furious. Alright. Next one is hold on, let me see. Or oh wait, hold on. I should start it in names so I can keep track of it. Did I remove it? How was that called again? Uh, did I feel like I accidentally removed that one. I think it was how to how was it called again, that manhwa? Actually, wait, no, didn't that got requested to be ranked? There we go. How to Win My Husband Over. That's its name. Is that not the alphabetical order? Huh, alright, weird. I actually read the web novel of it, and I did cry because both of them are tragic. So it's the female basically turns time again after she died, and like is reliving the days. And Aaron portrayed her as like a villainess, right? And that guy, the male lead, killed her in her past life because she was like destroying his future and everything. And they actually loved each other. It's tragic. I love that you put Beware of the Villains in S, also nice best boy. Also 9 best boy real. Beware of the Villains is so great. Bunny, thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. Beware of the Villains is actually so funny, but I'll put this one on A tier. I can't bring myself to put it on S tier, knowing that I'm not really binge reading that. Next one is I Am the Real One, and I Am the Real One is actually pretty popular. Because of the villainess, not because of her. Every time I read the comment section, I read that the villainess is so much better than the female lead because the female lead is so boring. um, we'll probably put it on B tier because I agree. There is like no progress or whatsoever with the female lead where it stopped. And I feel like if it gets completed, I will binge read it. Uh, Next one is I Stand the Prince. Oh, I Stand the Prince has beautiful art. And the characters are great. But look at it. Look at the art. Don't tell me this is not beautiful. Oh, Match of Convenience is also there on the list. I see. Yes, it is. I Stand the Prince. The art. I need to eat that. I need to eat the art. Storyline perfect. The story is perfect, so good. But yeah, I won't really elaborate on that because it's more like a filler manhwa. Nothing much happens in there. It's just nice to see the characters interact with each other and being such an eye candy. The art is so good. I agree. The art is beautiful. The next one is I'm All Out of Health. I feel like it didn't add all the manhwas. It missed some of them. Or did it? I do not see. No, never mind. Never mind. I do see it. They're just in like random orders. That sucks. Alright, it's fine. You can do it later. Yeah, I can do it later for sure. Alright, I'm all out of health. Add every manhwa ever. Nah. That would be too much. I have read too many. I'm all out of health was actually so boring. I think I dropped it like midway. I picked it up because of a TikTok. I was like, oh wow, the first 10 chapters are so great. Easily one of my favorite manhwas. Around chapter 20, I was like, nah, I'm dropping it. It's boring. Anywho. Next one. Also an independent woman. Just Leave Me Be. It's completed. And I actually enjoyed the storyline quite a lot. Her dad is basically an asshole, and she never had like any freedom. Oh, you read manhwas? Name all the manhwas. Nah. Oh my god. If I ever were to like name all of them, I would cry. I never heard about that one. Really? It's actually it might be one of the older ones. Um I'll probably put it on 8 here as well. This one is also, how do I use the 7TV emotes? What's that? 7TV emotes? I've never heard of it. Anyways, like, oh, these, you mean the global emotes? I'm not sure if the Pepe Love is in the global emotes and stuff. Some people subscribe to like a certain Twitch channel or like follow a certain Twitch channel in order to get these emotes. So I am not sure. Yeah. There are global emotes as well, with some random ones. Also, next one would be Loud of the Khan's Family, aka Trash of the Khan's Family. This deserves its own tier. Uh, how do we call it? How do we call it? Peak fiction. Alright. Listen, I have read the... I've read grippings about it. Yes, it is so great. Hold on, let me change the color. Peak fiction. I need to eat. Oh, never mind. I did not want to do that. I need to eat. The art will be gray. Alright, so. Trash fiction. How dare you? Trash of the Khan's Family. I've read the whole web novel, and it has like what, 784 chapters? The web novel. It's so great. I have never seen anyone portraying found family as good as Trash of the Khan's Family. And every chapter was so great. How many? I look at the trash fiction. Trash of the Khan's Family. How many? I think it had like, what, 700 something chapters? Trash of the Khans. Also, it's only the first book with that many chapters. I'm like waiting for the second book to stack on chapters so I can binge read it. Web novel. Oh, type of web novel. Chapter count. How many chapters are there? Nearly 700. Oh, it is 989 chapters now. I have read up to 700 something chapters. I think it's because of the second book. Probably. The inn was even better than it seems. The light novel is pretty good. It's super good. I have never enjoyed a light novel that much. Actually, I did. I did. But moving on. With Marriage of Convenience. This one is actually so sweet. They were so sweet. Put it blue, that tier. The peak fiction one should be blue? Sure. Oh, right, because I am blue. That makes sense. Yeah, alright. Peak fiction is what Jessie has enjoyed most. So, I think Marriage of Convenience was actually really underwhelming for me. Probably because I've read a bunch of manhwas with the same plot before, so I was just like, eh, it's the same as every other, but the art is pretty good and the characters are sweet. I'll probably put it on A tier as well. I had to stop reading do it, take exams and I picked it up. Yeah, I get that. If there were like something between reading manhwa, for example, I had to do my assignments, I will never pick it up again. It's like a one-time binge read, and then I'll never pick it up again. Oh, this is such an old one. Hold on, how's it called? Refund High School. Refund High School. I think the ending was pretty ass, so I was upset about it. But it was still a good read back then. Because back then there weren't many good manhwas. So you just like want to read whatever, you know? So I guess I'll put it in a C tier. It's not that bad, but it's not that good either. Nope, never heard of it. Yeah, it's a very old one. A really, really old one. Hold on. How old is it now? Refund High School. Release date 2018. That would be 6 years ago. And the series ended in July 2019. Have you read My Office, Nuna? I've never seen an ending so heartbreaking for wasting my time. I have not. Office, Nuna. This one? It looks decent. Or maybe it isn't. For wasting your time. Is it that bad? According to the author, it was his actual life story. Insane. Imagine having such an interesting life to like write a whole web novel out of it, or like a webtoon. 60 chapters finished. Do I read it? Is it good? So heartbreaking for wasting my time. I guess not. The next manhwa is Return of the Mad Demon. That one was actually pretty funny. It made me giggle in some type of way. I'll probably put it on A tier. It's an A tier. It's kinda underwhelming, but still funny in some way. Wait, so I think that manhwa was a manhwa someone recommended me. Like, yeah, I got it recommended. Pretty sure. Next one is Secret Alliance. This is a D tier. So alright, listen, chat, listen. Right? The blue-haired person here is the girl, and the black-haired person, I guess, is a guy. If you don't, he had the ball in his park, and then the female goes, "No, I'm not marrying you since I have feelings for her, and I'll be moving abroad, and I'll be marrying someone else just to rub salt on you." What the fuck? Hi, hello, Manhwa Tierlist. Yes, a totally unbiased Manhwa tier list. Actually, I didn't want to put Secret Alliance into this tier list, but you guys have to know how bad it is. Secret Alliance is one of the worst manhwa I've read. So basically, that guy, right? The blue hair, like the black-haired guy. He he dressed up as a girl because he was her ex-boyfriend, and when they were together, he would like abuse her, right? He would abuse the female to the point where she was so scared of men that she was only hanging out with women. So that guy dressed up as a woman to like hang out with her. That was so crazy. He was so obsessed as well. He was like a 100% a yandere, and he had like pictures of her in his room. I got so creeped out when I was reading it. I was like, when you want woman, I wanted to throw the phone out the window after reading it. Oh my god. I do not want to read that if it makes you that frustrated. Also, never read Secret Alliance. Except if you want to, like, lose some brain cells. Actually, no, it gets its own tier. It will get its own tier. Hold on. Ah, jail. Adora below. Oh, never mind, hold on. This is the D tier. This is jail. This deserves its own. This is so bad. Alama jail. Yes, it's jail. It shouldn't be allowed to be read. Dear Safaf, I'll give you the plot since you know the male and the female like each other. Just read the last 10 chapters. Alright, I will do it. I'll read the last 10 chapters if I ever get to read it. Next one is called, let me see on the list because I'm really bad with names and I have written down every single name of the manhwas I'm reading today on a list. Although, I think it's something with Savior. Saving My Sweetheart, yes. So, the next manhwa was Saving My Sweetheart, and I actually liked that one. I even waited for updates every week. I think she got abused or something because she's like a saint. And he took her in something. I don't remember the plot, but I remember I really liked that one. Actually, Saving My Sweetheart. Wasn't he like a duke or something? And hold on. I gotta see the description. Saving My Sweetheart. There we go. Despite being the daughter of the Holy Empire's most revered divine leader, Letitia is rumored to be a ruthless, bloodthirsty tyrant. The thing is, none of the rumors are true. After years of living as her vindictive mother's scapegoat, Letitia is ultimately cursed to die if she doesn't kill her beloved husband, King Jitten, with her own two hands. Right! So he was the king and she was the saintess, and basically her mom was a bitch. Still is. And set her up to kill him, and they both love each other so much, and they're trying to solve the issue and stuff. Really heartwarming story. The mom could die, all I care. But the one I'm addicted to right now is called Be the Actor. It's really good. I have never heard of it. Be the Actor. To be an actor? This one? Yes. To escape the life of poverty, Jang Young-guk aspired to be a famous actor, and he succeeds at the cost of his mother's life. Upon proceeding to take his own out of despair, Young-guk miraculously returns to his childhood. Oh! Isekai, basically. There was a second chance to make things right. He swears to abandon acting and be the good son he never was. However, when financial troubles begin to haunt Young-guk and his mother, he discovers that he may have no choice but to return to his set for one last take. That seems really interesting. Planning! Hello now, welcome! Have you read One Night Only? I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure I haven't. That's a spicy one. I think I've seen it before, somewhere. But I've never read it. What is this? Omegaverse! This is bad, we keep on feeding you hundreds chapters of manhwa endless night. No, it's fine. Listen, look at that. Look at me. Almost 800 manhwas read. Give me more. It's like basically reverse Omega. Interesting. I'll read it. I'll pick it up. It seems interesting. Alright, but saving my sweetheart will be probably A tier. I feel like it's between S and A tier, but it's kind of underwhelming because I did forget the plot. So A tier, but like a good A tier. Storm-Basing Swordmaster is good. I have read that 2 hours before stream. So I could add it to the list because I don't know who was it, but someone put it in my Discord server to rank it, and I'm like, sure, I'll just binge read it. Where did you stop it? I can check right now. I stopped at episode 10. In the middle of it, too. So I might not be able to make the right judgment, but Storm-Basing Swordmaster is pretty good so far. Not even the climax yet. No, not yet, Sally. I will soon. I'll binge read it today, but it seems pretty good, so I won't give it a bad rating. The next one is... How is this called? Let me see. Secret Lady! Secret Lady is... I need to eat art. It's beautiful. I think Secret Lady might be the only manhwa where I was like where I had to like save each illustration of each panel on my phone. You guys don't understand how obsessed I am with the art. Why is it so blurry? Oh, why is the illustration so blurry? Pick. Just look at chapters 75, 76, 77. I'll unfollow you if you don't. That's not bad. I repeat. Hold on. I don't even know where it stopped at Secret Lady. I have to check. I stopped at chapter 71. I'm not even at chapter 75, 76, and 77 yet. Put it above I need to eat art. I cannot. It has to stay that way. I will put it in the first place though, because this art style is truly the one I like the most between all of the arts I've ever encountered. But it cannot compete in peak fiction with Trash of the Count's Family. It cannot. I made it! Welcome, Zerai! Welcome to the stream! Actually, I forgot to do my shoutouts. Whoops! Shoutouts to Zerai! Welcome! Okay, I'll allow it. Good. This is not a review. Thank you. I got you. Don't worry about it. The next one is... I think it's called A Hopeless Wish of a Witch. The Hopeless Desire of a Witch, it's called. I'll be lurking, getting pretty EP and call. Alright, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. So, the ending of it is pretty tragic because she's a witch. So she lives in forever. She's like immortal, but he's just a king and no, a duke. And he doesn't really live for long. So when he died, she was like sleeping on his grave for like the past decades and stuff until her friend, who's also mortal, had to like disguise as him in order for her to actually leave his grave. This is so... This is a D tier though. I think it was pretty boring. Just heads up, keep your doors locked when you read through 75, 76, 77. I will read it today. I promise, Organic. I will read it today. Damn, Nutella said it is. Because, alright, so most manhwas I've read, they sugarcoat immortal X, the person who is mortal, right? But the reality is that if you're immortal, your loved ones are bound to die, and if you get detached to them and like if you marry them and stuff, you're just gonna be sad. So don't be immortal. Learn the lesson from this manhwa. But I think it was pretty boring middle on. I was like skipping through it, like skimming through it until the latest chapters. And like in the past 2 chapters, I was like, damn, that's hella deep. Have you watched Reincarnation of the Suicidal Battle God? Pretty sure I have not. I am pretty sure I have not seen it. Doombreaker? Is it that one? Yeah. It's on planning though. It's on planning. I've been planning to read it. I haven't read it yet. Is it good? You'll be a melting pool when you finish reading it. Also, I've never wanted to be either one of them during that time. Yeah, absolutely. The female lead was gold. Oh, it has a female lead. Actually, I was never a fan of action manhwas with female lead. The one time I allowed it was in SSS class Suicidal Hunter. That was the only time where I was like rooting for the female lead. She was a queen. It's like every female one of like action manhwas a queen. To be fair, I might just say judgmental about it because maybe it's pretty good in this manhwa, but I'll look out for it. Actually, let me just write down every manhwa I have to like finish / read later on, because I do want to continue reading Secret Lady, and this one seems also interesting because of the art. Let me just copy paste that and put it. Secret Lady. There you go. All right, turn it down. Did you read Dreaming Freedom? I have Dreaming Freedom on S tier. I did. It's so unhinged, but it's so good. He is so crazy, but you know what? I'm into him. Symbolic relationship between Rabbit and Black Panther. I've read it. Not finished though. I heard it's completed. I think. But I haven't finished reading it yet. I'm probably in the middle of like 40 chapters. So it might be crazy, but he's kind of right. Right, that's what I'm saying. He kind of fine. Also, listen. He gets better, right? He gets better. He's like at the part at the recent chapters, he is like low-key not crazy anymore. It's a complete ongoing, but it's good. I see. Wait, but there was one completed with a Black Panther and a girl. No? On webtoon. I think it's 2 different manhwas, but I have read it. He does. I love him so much. Me too, girl. Me too. This has the potential to enter into first stream. No. What do you mean? What do you mean? Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't firsted about Kale yet because Kale is so fine. But we love a uncaring man. The next one is The Knight and Her Emperor. So this is pretty interesting because when it got released, there was no manhwa yet where there was a female knight, and if there was, it was pretty uncommon back then. So it was like a one of a kind when I first read it, and it's like still in my mind until now. It's not like your typical beautiful, like beautiful drawn story of a beautiful female lead. They're just like strong. She's strong and he's the mastermind and stuff. I think it was pretty good, so it is definitely deserving of the B tier. Crazy Hours Crazy Ones are both the leads of Trapped. You are so fair for that. Can we all agree True Brute is bad? It is. Agreed, 100%. Listen, I have followed True Beauty when it first got released, and it was pretty good. I was hyped until it got dragged. It got dragged out so much. I was pissed, so I dropped it. Yeah, the one you mentioned on Webtoon had ended, but the one I told you about is still ongoing. Yes, I remember. The one on Webtoon is only the guy being able to turn into an animal, and the Black Panther and the rabbit is that both could turn into animals. I remember that. Gurasen was so long for no reason. Exactly. It was so annoying as well. Like, why are you so long? It could have been perfect if it ended when, I don't know, whenever. Just end it. I think the artist wanted to drag it because it made her money. But it was a bad decision. It was a really bad decision. The next one is an action manhwa. Let me grab the name real quick. Where is it? The Legend of the Northern Blades. I actually have read that today, and I think it was boring. I didn't really like it. Probably a C tier, maybe. It should have ended long ago. I agree. Can you make the art eating tier color purple? I can. Is that better? Oh, easy S or A plus. Oh, this one? I don't know. I think I stopped around. Also, I can't really judge it. I dropped it around chapter 12 because I just saw no progress. And I feel like, alright, so the female lead got introduced pretty early on. And I guess it just made me upset that she was like so weak, even when her reputation was so good, you know? Like she had a strong reputation, but she's still weak. And I don't know. It made me feel really iffy. Because I'm all in for a strong, dependent woman, right? Next one, I think that one is called Regina. Is it? Let me see. Arena? Regina Arena. Alright, it's called Regina Arena. She is. Give it a second try. The initial 25 chapters I agree are a bit boring, but it picks apart. Give it a second try. I will. Alright. Because you said so, I will. I will give it a second try. Regina's so good. She is so unhinged. This lady is so fine. Definitely an A tier for me. Regina's so hot, right? She makes me feel things. She makes me question my sexuality. Also, bring back going for dinner. All right, enjoy your dinner. Listen, Regina, she is so unhinged. I love her so much. I've never seen such an unhinged lady before, except for Resetting Lady. But it's not be getting posted. I don't know, do you want me to post it? I can. I just don't think it would be that interesting because I just keep yapping and yapping, but wouldn't mind. The Perks of Being a Villainess is the next one. I would say it's an A tier because she's also like a really strong and independent woman. But the male is not as fine. He's not as eye-catching as her. While they do have their chemistry, it's just I don't know. Kinda underwhelming. Remarried Empress. I have read the web novel of Remarried Empress. Did you read Selena? I'm really bad with names. Probably haven't. Oh, Serena! I don't think I have. No, I didn't. Is that good? If it's good, I will pick it up. Because I do need... It's all good? Gotcha. Alright. Set as planning. We said as planning. So the next one is Roommate Empress. I have read the web novel ages ago. If you love anime stuff, you will love it. I love enemies to lovers. It's so great. You will love it. Is that like the tension, the chemistry between the two male leads and female leads, which will get me hooked? Is it that? Is it the tension, the chemistry? Please tell me it is. Although, alright, Remembered Empress, right? Yes! Say less, girl. I will read it in the daytime. I will read it in the daytime. You tell me there is like this angry chemistry between them, but they're about to make out. Yes. Remembered Empress, read the web novel, pretty interesting. Manhwa is kinda underwhelming compared to the web novel itself. So I'll put it in a B tier. That Tandem Team Up is so good. I trust you, girl. I will read it. I will. I was thinking with feet all the time. I didn't feel like that a long time ago. I will take your word for it. I will take your word for it. Alice Seed is so funny. So basically, this guy with the black hair, he can turn into like a fat ginger cat, and it's so funny. I actually forced my friends to read it because it's so alright. So this guy, right, the black-haired one, is this cat, and this cat is so lazy and unhinged. Also, this guy is the white cat, and like they're like both of them, or like mainly the black-haired guy is like scamming him because this guy thinks being a cat is so great and all that, and it's like a secret technique. But he's like just getting scammed. There's more cats though. Yeah, so alright, these are all the cats, but they're not humans. They're like normal cats. But if you like look at these two, these are these are humans. It's so funny. This is the male lead. This is the male lead. It's so great. I could recommend LSC to everyone. It's so funny. Definitely an S tier. Probably above Beware of the Villainess as well, because I have enjoyed it really much. I'm only on chapter 10. It's time. It's time. You need to grind. You need to binge read. You know, picking up the grind. Sorry, I had to drink something. My throat is getting dry from all the talking. Next manhwa is A Royal Princess with Black Hair. I know that this one is pretty old as well, and when it got released, there weren't many like independent woman female leads who were like funny as well. Probably in B tier. But yeah. I hope Zena's not here because she's not gonna like it. She will not like this one. This one is called Daytime Star, and it's an like actor and actress manhwa, and he's like a known actor and she's like an unknown actress and stuff. And all in all, it's pretty sweet, pretty green flagish. No one's a red flag. But I feel like it's so underwhelming, except for the art. I feel about it. Yes, Daytime Star is your typical sweet manhwa where like barely any problem arises, and you're just like seeing the development between the two characters. But it's really underwhelming. Oh, Zena's here. Hello, Zena. I've never read it. Yes. If you want a light read without like thinking about anything, I would say read Daytime Star. Probably a B tier for me. It is a B tier. It is better than Remarried Empress though, so I'll give it that. So let's say between here. Zena, is that one of the manhwas I shouldn't rate low? Let me take a look at your ranking. Sure, take a look at it. The next one is Empress of Another World. This is one of my first manhwas which I have read. It was pretty popular back then in the manhwa community because there weren't many romance manhwas with good art style, at least. Although because it's one of the first thing, the story is really underwhelming, so I'll just put it in a C tier. Because he like kind of blackmailed her and stuff as well in the first few chapters, which was kind of bad. But because it's like old, I could like understand the reasoning behind it. So C tier for me. Next one is the Stellar Sword Master. So I stopped at chapter 10, as I said. So I will put it in a B tier because it does seem pretty interesting, and he looks like a twink. He looks good. I couldn't agree more. Good, good. He is really pretty. This is all I have to say. Uh the next one is called The Greatest Estate Developer, which got me recommended by two people, and it's pretty funny. Uh yeah, it's pretty funny. An S tier. I don't know, I can't say much to it because there's like barely any like heavy story behind it. So the humor is good in that one. Alright, next one is I'm the Villain. I've read it, it's boring, D tier. I don't know, I read around like 10 chapters. I tried to like force myself through it because someone on Twitter told me to rank it. But I got so bored while reading it, so I just had to drop it. It's a D tier for me. I didn't enjoy it. Next tier is one of my favorite manhwas, and it's called The Siren Becoming the Villain's Family. It's easily I Need to Eat Art, and that on the second place. It's so pretty. Alright, hold on. Listen. I even have some of these as my background picture. But this is the art. Oh, I read that one. This is so good. I need to continue. You should. It only gets better. Like they're both villains. They're both villains. Um, I love the art. Me too. The art is ethereal. I don't know what they fed the artist. I don't know what they forced her to inhale to produce such art. But this is beautiful. The thing about it is when the teaser got released for the manhwa, right? The teaser for the web novel, not for the manhwa itself. The manhwa got released like much later. The art style looked like this, and this art style was already pretty unique. So everyone was like skeptical about getting a new art for this one because this one is already good. But the art style just exceeded everyone's expectation, and this one got so popular in like a span of time. And they don't miss with the art. They don't miss it. They hit in every right spot for my eyes. The next one is called I Failed to Ooze the Villain. This one is completed. This one is pretty good. He's a villain, she's a victim. They're both victims. Let me get it clear, they're both victims, but he's more villain-like than her. And they're like trying to cope with each other, even though she doesn't really like him at first. But they kind of found comfort in each other because of like the bad environment they're at. It's easily an S tier for me because I enjoyed it. And if you like unhinged villains, you will like the one. Pie, I think you will like this one. I think you will like I Failed to Use the Villain. If you're into unhinged male leads, he is your man. He is so hot. Also, the art is beautiful. Oh, Mano, let's go. Xiaomia, hello. Welcome to the stream. White hair's so hot, right? He's an unhinged villain. I love him. He's so great. White hair man mentioned. Yes. You should read that one. I am pretty sure you will enjoy that pie. I failed to use the villain. It's finished. It's completed. You will not regret it. You will not regret reading it. I need to read it. Yes, Aaron noted down so many cute villains. Exactly. Easily an S tier for me. I enjoyed it. Also, I have a type. You see these white-haired men? Yes, my type. The next one is Love Operation, I think. What's it called? No, True Love. Operation True Love. Operation True Love is the next one. It's a high school romance, and I don't usually like high school romance, but True Love Operation is an exception. It's so good. It's an S tier for me. While I at this you do, I actually like her. White hair men and fathers, exactly. You do wait. Why do you hate her? Like, why do you dislike her? I feel like she's pretty cute. I don't really have anything against her. Although, the thing is, the second main lead is so my type. The second main lead is so my type, but it's better that she ends up with the black haired one. I just like her so much, it's unreal. Oh my god. Her decision in Owners is so dumb. I get that. I get that. I love Inhyuk and Doha. Yeah, me too. Doha is so my type. He's so hot. That is why I retard. As you should. The way that the artist even like spoils us with art from time to time of them is so great. Otherwise, I would have dropped. Girls say, "Oh my god." Honestly, I get why you would dislike her, but personally, I think she's cute. But the thing is, probably because I've read so many manhwas with like female leads, where just like roll my eyes. I'm like, girl, why do you breathe? By the way, she is one of them. That girl in this manhwa. She's so annoying. I don't know. I can't stand her. Alright, next one is Miss Natsu's Sidekick. Miss Natsu's Sidekick is forever my favorite romance manhwa, no exception made. It's one of my first manhwas and still on my first place manhwa section. I hate annoying female leads. It makes me want to punch their me too. I can't stand it when they're dumb and like oblivious to things. It makes me want to like, why? Why can't you be strong and independent like, I don't know, any other female leads? Miss Not a Sidekick, right, is a comedy historical manhwa isekai-ish. And it's pretty funny. Also, maybe the reason why it's one of my favorite manhwas, it's because of the male lead. Because the male lead looks like this. He is white haired, of course. The art is kinda lacking compared to the others because it's older, but it's still pretty good. Like, it's like stop depending on your toxic yeah, exactly. Uh, the thing is, what I love is dependent female leads and like red flag male leads, and she can keep them down, you know? Like, he doesn't really control her. Like, they kind of control each other, and I'm like so into that. He's giving Yuki from Fruits Basket. He kind of is, yeah, but he's more unhinged. He knows his worth. He's like, how can you not fall for my beauty? Like, oh god, oh my god, so funny. He's so confident. Like, yeah, know your worth. Anywho, next one. I think I forgot the plot of that one already. Let me grab the name. My sister picked up the male lead. We love confident men. We do. We really do. We really do. Confident men who like know that they look good. Sign me up. If they're white haired, even better. They're from the same breed. The male lead from Dreaming Freedom and the male lead from Miss Not a Sidekick. The same breed, just Miss Not a Sidekick. He's more green flagged. He's not insane. He just kills people, but he's not insane. No, not in an insane way. No, maybe they're both insane. Anywho. My sister picked up the mail. think... I feel like this one was pretty boring. Hold on. My sister picked up the mail. I love insane men. Who does? We know. Oh. Oh, right. I remember that one. C tier. B tier? C tier. High C tier. No, low C tier. I think she like ran away from him because he's so obsessed with her, and like it was getting to nowhere. Oh, Samshi, thank you for hydrating. Thank you for the posture check and for the stretch. Let me stretch. Samji, what the fuck you doing here? Look away. Honestly, catching you by the egg pie. Alright, I stretched. Next one is an Oh Holy. Oh Holy is my first manhwa I ever read. When I got into webtoons, that was the first one I picked up, and I do not regret it. If I haven't read that one, I would have never read any others. So might be pretty biased for that because it's my first manhwa, but it's in high A tier. They're so funny, and they're so sweet as well. And I think Oh Holy had the artist of Oh Holy also draw something else which I really enjoyed. Let's see. Yeah, she has drawn in So Slaw. Alright, yeah, I get that now. I need to make sure to read that one too. Yeah. Also, maybe my opinion is just really based because first manhwa, right? Study group. Next one. Action. High school. Fighting. Many fighting. Back to lurking. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Doggo need to go out. Oh, yeah, walk your doggo. Welcome. Pet him for me. Alright. Study group. Lots of fighting. Lots of studying. All in all, I think it's a great manhwa. Great action manhwa. Based on high school itself. A tier. Probably in high A tier as well because I did enjoy reading it. It's basically he's in a school with like a lots of, let's say, bullies. With lots of people who fight against each other, and he wants to get into like a good uni. So while he's like in that environment, he just wants to study. He just wants to get a good grade and get out of there. Pretty funny. They got out of high school. I have read it until not the recent chapters. It was pretty in the earlier chapters. I have no opinion. I can't read. It's fine, Zos. Don't worry about it. They got off high school. If it weren't for me being really busy while like reading it, I think I would have binge read that. But I will probably do it once I'm free again because it has many chapters and it's pretty great. It will be an A tier for me. From the chapters I've read, pretty good. Would recommend to the people who love action. It's so bingeable. Exactly, it is really bingeable. So I have to like binge it when I actually have the time for it. Also, the God of High School has an anime. I have not watched the anime, but I did hear it's pretty good. So if you can't read Zols, if you can't read, you can watch the anime. The anime is pretty good. Next one is a pretty good one. The Horizon. God of High School anime is pretty good. Yes, it is. Alright, so the Horizon. This is one of the manhwas which I could even recommend to the people who never read. I have recommended it to a friend of mine who was studying philosophy, and he loved it. And that's the only manhwa I will ever read because he doesn't really like the others. This is the only one. And because it tackles so much like deep topics, especially about war, will be easily an A tier for me. It's good, but it's different from the manga so much. Yes, it is different. This is not your typical manhwa. I would say if you like history, if you want to get like more, I guess not educated, but if you have like want to get more insight about the emotions of the people do it like during war, I would say go read The Horizon. Um, Not the typical manhwa though. Still pretty good. It makes you think about it a lot after reading it. Next one is Teenage Mercenary. I would say it's pretty good, but it's like kind of getting to nowhere. I don't know. It just bores me. I thought it was cute when I saw the cover. Really? I can't really say it. But then I saw the yeah. So I have found The Horizon on TikTok, so I already like knew like the glimpse of it. I just oh my god, I have hiccups. I just haven't read it. Uh, yeah, it kind of bore me. C tier, C tier, C tier. The next one is also one of my favorite manhwas, action manhwas. Um, Let me just grab the name. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh no, there we go. Return of the Blossoming Blade. Um, the male lead is so funny. I will put it in an S tier, above, below L seed. Pretty good, pretty enjoyable. I enjoyed reading it a lot. Would recommend others who like to like read um martial arts. Is it called like that? Manhwa? Oh, the next one. The next one is called False Confession. And it blew up when it got released. It was so good. The first season was so good. Until the female lead got annoying. So basically, no, the female lead was annoying from the beginning. So she falsely confessed to this guy, to the male lead, right? She wanted to like confess to another guy, but she just ended up confessing to him. But because she was so scared of him, she like never resolved this misunderstanding. And like at some point, she kind of fell for him as well. And it's so much drama. It's so unnecessary. It's so bad, Jail. It's I can't describe it. It's a waste of good art. The art of False Confession was pretty decent. You're what? Yeah, it's so bad. And like, he fell for her, right? Because he thought she wasn't scared of him, and he thought she liked him for who he was. But she just like falsely confessed to him and was too scared to like resolve this misunderstanding. And I was like, girl, there we go. She wanted to confess to him. She ended up confessing to him instead. And this is making me so frustrated. She is so dumb. This is one of the female leads where I'm like, why do you breathe? Why do you exist? So bad. Oh my god. I had to include this one in the list because it sucks. How could you? How could I what? Rate it so low? Have you read it? Zena? Because if you genuinely like this one, then nah. Don't. This one is so bad. It's not that good, but definitely not that bad. It's so bad. The female lead is so dumb. She's so stupid. she couldn't even resolve like a simple misunderstanding. Just like, I didn't mean to confess to you. And like, not even in love. She played with his feelings. It is that bad. What are you getting on about? Totally not in biased opinion, by the way. It's it's so bad. Rikyu, welcome. Alright, the next one is, let me see. Solitary lady. Nah, that's nasty. Right, it's so nasty. So bad. Honestly, if you want to read something just to read this one. Read this one and you will reach. Although the male leads are eye candies, but it's just not worth it. Solitary Lady is actually pretty good. I'll probably put it like on a D tier. But this one, she's an independent lady. But I feel like the story was kinda underwhelming. I don't remember it being that terrible. Then you should reread it and then remember how bad it is. But it's been a while since I've read it. Yeah. It's terrible. It's bad. The thing is, I would have accepted it if she just told him that she wasn't like, she didn't mean to confess to him. But she just kept going. She just kept it dragging, and I was like, girl. Actually, let's not talk about it anymore. It just makes me more upset. Next one is the reason why Aureliana ended up at the Duke's mansion. This one also has an anime, by the way. Although I hate the anime. So in the manhwa, the male lead is really sweet. He's really cheeky and like likes to tease her. But in the anime, they portrayed him in like as like a pushy guy who like pressured her into doing stuff. I don't know. Manhwa, pretty good, pretty decent. S tier for me. I like this one. I love this one. Above Elicete. The anime is so bad compared to the manhwa. Exactly. It's so bad. They should just have like stayed in the manhwa. The manhwa's good. I love the manhwa. Would recommend it to anyone who likes manhwas or like starts out with manhwas. Holy, the not at home setup was kinda nuts. I am at home though. Or are you not at home? Anywho, moving on. I'm not sure what you meant by that, but we'll keep going with Father, I don't want to get married. Alright, so usually I don't like manhwas with many misunderstandings. False confession is a big one of what I hate in misunderstandings. Hold on, let me send you a picture. Sure, you can send it in media or something. I'll check it after stream. I love the manga. Me too. Father, I don't want to get married is might be one of like the rare manhwas where love misunderstandings. The misunderstandings in this one is actually pretty funny and definitely deserves an A tier. Also, one of the reasons why I continued Father, I don't want to get married is because of the father. Is that his wife? I don't remember her. Right, where is her dad? I feel so bad for his wife, for the father's wife, but the father is kinda, yes, the father is fine. Also, the way that he devoted everything to his daughter, but like the misunderstanding just like kept getting dragged between him and his daughter is just so heartbreaking. Every time I think about like their past life, where she thought that he hated her, so she killed herself. It was so sad. Like he loved her all along, but she just couldn't show it because of the trash emperor. I'll put it on my read list immediately. You should. But Father, I'm devoted to him. He is so great. Hi, I feel like we have the same tastes. I feel like we will get along well in the manhwa world. Definitely, yes, an A tier for me. It's great. Uh next one is for my derelict favorite. My derelict favorite is so good. This is one of the rare manhwas where I actually wait for the updates. Not because the melee is hot. Kel is so fond of Mr. Mitsu. The way he loves her so much. But I feel the chemistry is so good. But the way she's like devoting everything to him without even like thinking twice. She loves him so much. And like he realizes it, and he wants to like reciprocate these feelings to her. But she's just like panicking every time she sees him. Like, to be fair, I will too, but this is making me so the feelings I get from this manhwa. I love the Mitsu. It's so great. S tier, easily an S tier for me, and high S tier too. It's great. Actually, wait, Pi, I have to show you this. I remember posting a screenshot of her just like being in love with him. Hold on. Let me switch to another tab because the way she's like into like fangirling mode as soon as as soon as he got bought up and she's like just rambling about him. I have read through the whole thing, by the way. She is so funny for that. We love long white haired men, yes we do. And we love a woman who sims for him. If I swear to God, if someone ever was as dedicated to me like that, the dream would come true. Anyways, she's so real for that. She is. She's so great. Yeah, S tier for me. It's so great. Next one is also one of my favorite reads where wait for updates. It's called, where is it? I think it was like How to Survive in a Horror Game as a Maid. Although, let me just How to Survive as a Maid inside of a horror game. So this one is pretty funny. Technically they're both red flags. He kinda needs he needs to kill people in order to stay alive. And she's like his accomplice. And they're like just both murdering people in later chapters. They both being devoted to each other. Honestly, it's so great. It's probably like a high A tier for me. If you want an unhinged male lead with an unhinged female lead, go read that one. How to survive as a man inside a horror game. Really. I read the web novel. The web novel is so great. I can't wait for the manhwa to catch up with the web novel. I really cannot wait. Also, the art is really good. There you go. This is the male lead. He is so unhinged. He has like this innocent look on him, just like this angelic look on him. We know better. He's so great. I have a thing for unhinged male leads. He looks insane. He is. He is insane. I love him already, right? I'm not sure if you're gonna like that one or not, but you might want to check it out, Pi. You might like this one, although I'm not so sure. The next one is called The Return of the Eighth Classmate. I feel like the only reason why I picked it up is because he had long hair, like one long white hair. And I was like, yeah, let me go for it. But it's so underwhelming and boring. A C tier for me. Oh, the next one is so great. It's probably one of my favorite manhwas all the time. It's called I Shall Master This Family. And it's romance, right? And it's like really, really slow burn romance. They get together in like the latest chapters. I've read the web novel, and the romance is like going nowhere, but the plot is going everywhere. The plot is great. Uh, I Shall Master This Family. So, alright, listen. He loves her from the very beginning, alright? He never asked for anything in return. He's just like totally devoted to her. He he's the greenest flag ever. And she's the independent woman. I love slow burns. I love it sometimes. But you can't really love slow burns if it's not completed yet, because you have to wait for like what? Every week for it to update. And it's like I feel like we're halfway through the story in this manhwa. Although the art is great and I love it. Um Ashal Master's Family is easily peak fiction for me. I feel like everyone should check it out. If it's not really heavy into romance, to be fair. It's more like tackling the issues around her, and she returned from time because she died before, and she's like just trying to save her family this time around. Beautiful. Also, her father is so kind. This is what manhwa fathers should be like. They should all be like Galahad. I think his name was Galahan or like something. Um, he is so great. I don't simp for Jesse. No, I'm not simping for him. I'm not simping for him. He is just a great father. It's like a great father figure. Where every female lead needs. What's up with fathers being hot to fuck, right? You're not beating the allegations. What allegations? I'm not even simping for him. I just think he's such a great father. He's so kind. He's so sweet to his daughter. He is the manhwa father. Actually, let me Google that. Who is the manhwa father? Because I'm pretty sure it's him. I'm pretty sure it's Galahan. Uh hold on. Greatest manhwa father of all time. Actually, this is not what I was searching for, but you know what? Shaw Father is on 10th place. That's foul. Nah. Galan is the best father. She was never in the first place, so let's be real. She says sabotages. No, I'm not. I'd be a great stepmom. Just saying, fictional manhwa fathers. You're so real for that, Yuki. Do him from the start? No! Listen. Listen. Manhwa fathers are so great. You don't get it. You don't understand my vision. You do not understand my vision. Jelosha, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're ranking manhwas right now. Hello, me back. Welcome back, Organic. The vision. Yeah, see my vision. TLDR since I left. What is TLDR? I'm stupid. Enlighten me. You should have the vision. The vision of manhwa fathers. Alright, the next one is a thing I believe is called I Am the Soldier's Ex-Girlfriend. also a pretty old manhwa. But let me just look it up in case I have the name wrong. I'm the soldier's ex-girlfriend, yes. Too long didn't read. I see. Too long didn't read, but I'm this case to summarize what I miss, if it's okay with you. I don't even remember what you missed. You read so many manhwa. You wanna know how many manhwa I've read? You wanna know? You wanna know? 792, and let's say most of them are manhwas. So yes, I am educated. I don't know where I stopped. I just stopped flexing. I have to flex. That's like my only achievement in life, alright? My manhwa collection is my only proudest thing I've ever done. Anyways, not sure where what you missed, but this is the tier list right now. Pretty biased rating. We had like a 5-minute ramble of why I hate a false confession, because this manhwa is so bad. It's so bad. Oh my god. The soldier's ex-girlfriend. I have seen a lot of people hating on it because it's like so long, it's getting dragged on and stuff. While I get it, I actually did enjoy reading it. It's like a light read mostly, and it did kind of got to nowhere, so it's a C tier. Oh my god, someone is cooking in the kitchen. It smelled so good. Anyways, I think it's our roommate. Moving on. Might go out later and steal some food. Next one is I became a despised granddaughter of the powerful what? Powerful material arts family. OMG, good cooking, imagine. My roommate is so good at cooking. Could never, me neither. Me neither. Alright, this manhwa, I would say this is a great family manhwa where you like see the relationships between her and her dad. It's an A tier for me. Probably higher than Business Proposal. Why did you read I'll Raise This Family? I have to look. Uh, uh, oops. Hello? There we go. I feel like I have. Are you sure it's called I'll Raise My Family? You mean I shall master? I shall master this family? This one? Do you mean this one or do you mean the other one? Yep, this one. Alright, yes, I have read it. It's peak fiction. I have read the web novel. I have read the whole web novel, and it's really great. Which is why it's peak fiction. The romance is kinda slow. But the pacing is kinda perfect considering what goes on around her life. But it's great. It's really great. Paris is a good boy. He's so devoted to her. He is such a sweetheart. Next one is Lucia. And Lucia is hated by everyone who's like into the manhwa community. Everyone in the manhwa community hates this one. And including me. And it's for a good reason. It's getting dragged on for so long. It's like getting nowhere. The romance is bland. It's boring. Although False Confession is even worse. But it's boring. Why? I don't remember. It was like, what, 5 years ago? So the story is like just getting nowhere. There's like barely any plot. They're just like sleeping the whole time with each other. It's like, it's not even a smutty manhwa. I read the only first chapters and bro, was so boring, right? It's so boring. Probably because it's one of like the earlier manhwas. It has no rights to be this boring. Inzo's Law is the next manhwa, and it has the same artist as Oh Holy. I feel like the female lead can get really too much. She can be. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, you see. All right, so she has two love interests, right? The female lead in Inzo's Law. Hold on. The plot itself is great. The plot itself in Inzo's Law is great, but listen, he is the male lead, right? But the artist made everyone believe that he was the male lead for like the longest time, and everyone rooted for this guy. Everyone rooted for him for a good reason. He was like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. He was like in the cover for so long with her, but he was not the male lead, and it just made me really upset. It made me so upset. He has like the male lead potential, but he never got to be the male lead. Although I understand why the white-haired guy is the male lead, but it's so unfortunate. Look up Clandestine Affair. The art is really good. The author debated everyone. They really did. The artist did. I guess I'll say manhwa. This one? I have never seen this one before. That sounds really bad. It is. And like so many people dropped it as well after like knowing that the black-haired guy was not the male lead. Is that like a girl stuff? It is. It looks so good. She is so hot. I think it's a Chinese manhwa. Yeah, it's a Chinese manhwa. I guess that. Like, it's in so slow. However, the story part is really great as well. Yeah, it's a Chinese manhwa. Put it on a B. Right, next one is Pick Me Up manhwa action. Hot male lead. Pick Me Up manhwa. This is the male lead, and he makes me feel things. It's a great action manhwa. It's great. The plot is really interesting. So basically, there's like this game system, where it's like a gacha system, right? So you pull, usually when you pull for characters and you play with them, you can like upgrade these cards and stuff, right? With the like cards you pulled. But once these cards die, they die completely. It's like, he looks like the brother of the other male in Omniscient Viewpoint. Yoo Jung Hyuk? He kinda does, yeah. I think it's from the same studio. Same studio as Soul Leveling and Omniscient Viewpoint. So they do look the same. He thinks of Jinwoo and Yoo Jung Hyuk. I can see that. He's like Yoo Jung Hyuk's love child with Jinwoo. This is honestly peak fiction. This is great. I will definitely read the web novel once I have time, but the plot is really good. Lol. Next one. Let me grab the name. Where is it? I can't find the name. I see the plot. No, I meant genuinely the plot. No, not the character, the plot. The world building. The world building is great. It's basically like a game world. Y'all are judging me right now, huh? Although, hold on. Pretty sure I saved it somewhere here. Just can't find the name right now. Why? Oh, there we go. Revelation of Youth. So this is Revelation of Youth. Basically they hate each other at first, but then they have to live together and blah blah blah, sharing a house. You know how it works in high school. Basic plot, still a great nonetheless. It's wrong one. This is easily an A tier for me. Very great. Also, I want to give the Horizon an extra. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Add a row above. I want to give this not your usual manhwa. Because I can't really like point the Horizon in any ranking because it's so unique in a way. Haters to lovers, huh? Good stuff. I'm a sucker for the strobe, right? It's not that extreme though because they're still in high school. It's not like, yeah, let me draw the blade and like let me kill you. Horizon made me cry. It made me think about it a lot. So many. I could recommend it to anyone who's like into history, really. I felt empty. Exactly. That's exactly the feeling I was feeling as well. Jesus. The Horizon was an experience, which everyone should experience once. Men of the Harem is the next one. Honestly, I actually dislike the harem trope, be it reverse harem or be it harem. But this one is actually pretty decent. Simply because she isn't really like playing with their feelings. He's just like trying to give them a nice life. While like trying to keep up her political stuff and everything and so on. It's an A tier for me. One of the most brutal 20 chapters story. You can only experience it once exactly. Harem is going to punch my head against the wall. Me too. Honestly, me too. I get that 100%. But alright, Men of the Harem, actually, it is pretty harem based, but not because she wants to like be with them 24/7. She loves them all. It's mainly because of political reasons. And she does keep like some of them, at least one of them, protected in the harem because he's like a wanted man or something. And people like out to kill him, and because she's so strong and an empress, she can like protect them and stuff. I think this perspective of harem is really interesting. I would. I didn't dislike it when I read it. I liked that with only a few. Yeah, I actually really dislike the troop. Except for this one. This one is pretty decent. I didn't hate it. Next one is See You in My 19th Life. This is the same author as A Good Day to Be a Dog, and the same artist. Artist and author, the same thing. It also has a K drama. And yeah, it's S. Absolutely. It's so great. The K drama, I don't know if people have watched the K drama, but the K drama is as good. The drama is as good. It's pretty good. I enjoyed See You in My 19th Life. It gives me goosebumps every time I think of it, honestly. It's so great. Our union is really good. I agree. It's so heartwarming. The way that she loved him from the start just makes me wanna puke. It's so great. It's beautiful. Alright, Next one is Detective of Muyela. Muyela? Am I pronouncing it right? Not sure. But jail. When Meili finally realized it's her, right? I wanted to cry. This made me cry. Actively cry. It's so great. Alright. So let me explain why this one is on jail tier. It get dragged out a lot. There is no romance progress between them, no chemistry whatsoever. It's bland. It's boring. And it's also one of like the older manhwas. Nah. Although there are worse ones. It's a D tier probably. It doesn't really deserve the J. It's a D tier. Jail is E3. It's a D tier. Alright. Moving on with SSS class Suicidal Hunter. This is easily peak fiction. This is. So, I keep praising the web novel of these two, right? This is the only manhwa which had me hooked, even without reading the web novel. It is so great. And I usually dislike female leads in action manhwas, but this one, the female lead is so fine, and the chemistry and his devotion for her, amazing. It's damn, didn't mean to do that. It's so good. This is the female lead, alright? She makes me feel things. If I was him, I would be devoted for her too. Also, each arc, each story of SSS class Suicide Hunter, just it's beautiful. Storytelling is great. World building is beautiful. She is beautiful. Definitely peak fiction. Cannot compete. People cannot compete with it. Oh, she makes a few things as well, right? You get me. She's just so great. Alright, Roxana is art. I need to eat art. It's been a while since I've last read Roxana, and I know it's like a community favorite. You're not alone. We're in this together. Exactly. Let's simp for her together, as we should. Each arc is so good, right? Each arc is so good. SSS class, SSS Revival Hunter is super good. My favorite manhwa of all times. Of all times. Can you show the art of Roxana? I can definitely do that. Roxana is fan favorite, community favorite from all. Because not only is she unhinged, she is beautiful. She can kill if she wants to. But look at her. Also, I feel like the male lead is so boring. The only good thing in this manhwa is her and her brother. I'm a sim for her brother. Also, this is one of her brothers, but it's not him who I sim for. He's fine, I guess. Wait, I need to show you guys the fine him. Him. I'm a sim for him. He's so unhinged. I read this manhwa for Roxanne and for him. She crazy? Wait, is she the butterfly poison? Yes, she is. She is the butterfly poison. She's the one who poisoned her father. And he's as crazy, but he's a fine young man. We like him crazy, right? The male lead is so boring though. There's like barely any images of the male lead because so bland. Didn't really like him. But yeah, Roxana is sanity darts. Pretty great. Alright, next one is solo leveling. While Solo Leveling is a great action manhwa, it's still just in high S tier for me. Somewhere around that. I read it once, dropped it after some time. Yes. The only good thing about this manhwa is how it looks and the female lead, but that's it. Solo Leveling? Great. Great manhwa. Will recommend it to everyone who like started out of it. A tier? The thing is, listen, Solo Leveling might be one of my first action manhwas I've read. Totally not biased or anything, right? Right? But I think it's great still. I can't bring myself to put it on A tier though. A plus Solo Leveling, but compared to Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. You can't compare it with Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. You cannot compare it with Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is so much greater than Solo Leveling. But Solo Leveling is still a great manhwa. People should still check it out. Next one is For Better or For Worse. It's great. I can see why people love it because of their healthy relationship. But I thought it was so like bland, like not bland. It was uninteresting for me. You know what? Solo Leveling got me into manhwas so SSC's love. Exactly, it got me into action manhwas. So it's like a pretty good starter manhwa. Let's say like that. Pretty good for starters. Easy to digest. The next one is Ginger and the Curious Prince. One of the first manhwas, romance manhwas I've read as well, and I think it was pretty sweet, it was pretty cute. A tier. She's so funny. And she's adorable. Although it's like a typical romance story with like one villain, male lead, female lead, stuff like that. The next one is How to Use a Returner. I have seen like so many people liking this one, which is why I started reading it. But I disliked it. I didn't like it. The way he uses like everyone around, so he's like a morally great character, I do get it. But the way he approaches things just doesn't really feel right for me. So it's a D tier. How to Use a Returner, although so many people love it. The next one is called, let's see. Keep forgetting their names and then I cannot find them and like the pile of the manhwas I have noted down. Where is it? Am I dumb? Oh, there we go. The Tyrant's Guardian is an evil witch. So listen, I thought this manhwa was. I found a manhwa where the mother is raising the child, and like the child is like, because I knew that the child was the male lead. But turns out, so she basically adopted him, and it turns out he is the male lead and she's the female lead, and they end up together. I dropped it as soon as I knew they were meant to be like ending up together. I dropped it. She basically raised him. It's basically like his mother. And then like the author is like, yeah, let me just make them fall in love with each other. I'm like, what? Jail. Yeah, it's so weird. She basically like raised him and then he's the male lead. It's so, I don't know why it's allowed, not right. The thing is the art style is really good. But listen, he is the male lead. This is the female lead. No words. No words. True Beauty? True Beauty is so bad. It deserves the jail. I was debating if I should put it on D or on jail. I'm not sure. It isn't as bad to put in jail, but it's not that great either. Actually, no, D tier is fine. It didn't do anything bad to deserve the jail, but definitely boring. The first few chapters are great until like it was great until chapter 80, and it should have ended by then. But they just kept dragging it. They just kept dragging True Beauty for no reason, and it got bad. No more needs to be said. Yes, I agree. Just remember, jail manhwa is manhwa you do not want to read. Bad manhwa. Next one is Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. I have read the web novel. It's, of course, peak fiction. Below, let's say, below Treasure the Khan's Family, manhwa-wise. We judged the manhwa, not the web novel, right? Based on what I've seen, I like the Pick Me manhwa more. This one too. I feel like the manhwa of Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, I might be biased. The web novel has so many details, which the manhwa just kind of forgot, I guess. And I guess it made me upset. With the detail, like, with the minor details amiss. It's not even like big details. It's still a great manhwa. It still deserves to peak fiction. But the web novel is just so much better. It's just so much better. And the sexual tension between Yoo Jung Hyuk and Kim Dokja in the web novel is better. They had the tension, you know? You saw it and you were like, yes, they're in love. They're in love, Your Honor. But in manhwa, it's like bromance. Manhwa's bromance. Like, what is this? Next manhwa is My Secretly Hot Husband. She was pretty scheming. Was like setting everyone up, using for her own gain, which is, yes, queen, do it. But the melee is kind of like underwhelming. Probably put it in B tier. Yeah, B tier is good. Next one. Oh, this one got requested on Twitter to get ranked. Yes, the bromance is real. Yeah, but where is the bromance, the romance chemistry like in the web novel, you know? There was like none of it. None. Zero. It's upsetting. And also the details. They were like they made Yoo Jung Hyuk such a cool guy, even though in the manhwa he was like so much funnier, and you knew. Alright, so he always gets portrayed in like a really cold and like distanced person, question mark. But in the manhwa, you could see that he like genuinely cares about everyone and just like kept his distance because he just doesn't want to get hurt. Nah, web novel better. Let me search for the next manhwa. I have read this manhwa today as well because it got requested on Twitter to be rated. Although it's lost against the pile of manhwas again, so let me just search for it. Where is it? There we go, found it. Not your typical reincarnation. So basically the system is totally against her and like trying to make her a villain, but she's like trying to like slip her way out of it. Solving the solutions logically. Yeah, he tries to kill Dr. early on, lol, multiple times. I mean, he does in the novel as well, but it's not that bad portrayed in the novel. It's like he had a good reason to do it. I suppose. It gave him the character development for Kim Dokja. So not your typical reincarnation. I feel like it's a pretty decent one. I will put it on A, but I think I'll do it on B, like high B. Yeah. Wait, there we go, like this. Um, hold on. This deserves more J time than false confession. There we go. So yeah, I feel like it's underwhelming. I have read it twice, forgot the plot twice. But I feel like if I could binge read it in a day, it would be great. It's like a binge read webtoon. The next one is the S class I have raised. And while I know that Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, Treasure of the Khan's Family, and the S class I raised are like the holy trinity together because the main keep doing dumb shit. I can't just bring myself to put it on peak fiction because I have not read the web novel yet to judge it fully based on that, and the manhwa gives me S tier vibes. So it's not as overwhelming like Pick Me Up or like SS Class Revival Hunter. It's not as overwhelming, but it's not underwhelming either because it's still pretty great. I would still like read it. So S tier for me. Maybe I've put too much manhwas. Right, we will speedrun some of them where I can't talk much. This one is the protection of Lariense Gelinus. Gelinus, I don't know. C tier. The maid is really obsessed. Dot, yeah, he's really obsessed. Act of arrogance. While I dislike oblivious female leads, I think she is fine because she knows she has a duty to attend to. So many. Yeah, that's kind of many, isn't it? I thought it was too short. I thought it wasn't that much, but it is that much. Act of Arrogance will be put in an A tier for me. I still enjoyed it. Even though she was so oblivious and he's like hitting on her. Kill the Villainess? Great. A tier. The plot is really interesting. Not really your typical reincarnation isekai manhwa, I'd say. Oh, the one. This is an older one, and it's called The Abandoned Empress. Basically, everyone hated the guy who killed her in her first life, which is the Emperor. So the Emperor killed her in her past life, and in like her second life, she got together with him. Like they married again, like as if she hadn't learned her lesson. And everyone got upset because there was like a potential second male lead, but they never got together. Why? I don't know. I wish I would know. D tier. Sucks. The antagonist pet is the next one. I mean, I guess again it's not your usual manhwa, isekai manhwa. She's a side character. The guy she's getting together with is a side character. And she's like befriending the villainess and stuff. Personally, I think it's great. Did he kill her again? Like he didn't. I have heard people saying he genuinely loved her again, but honestly, imagine the guy who killed you marries you again. Like the fuck? Why would you do that to yourself? That's so dumb. Alright, same scenario but different. This one, right? I think it's called I Belong to House Callisto. Let me see. Uh, yeah, I Belong to House Castiello. It's what it's called. Basically, at first it was a sweet manhwa. Like, she and her father had a great relationship and stuff. She had a night and she grew up, right? And once she grew up, the knight who was like with her all along, who looked like a whole ass adult when she was a child, they get together. And it particularly feels like he raised her as well, because he was like kind of like a guardian figure to her who protected her. Jail. Jail. No, we don't do that. I don't even know why I've read it. It was so good in the earlier chapters. If there was another male lead, it would be great. But no, it's the knight. It's the knight who particularly raised her. So stupid. Ah, next one is from a nectar lady. I think in her past life she was a knight, and she got betrayed by this guy on the right. I actually forgot about the plot. I think it was kind of underwhelming, so I'll give her like a B tier, high C tier, or like B tier. The art style is still great, so why not? Next one is Raising My Fiancé with Money. The fiancé is really cute. And she's a real independent, strong woman, even though she looks so innocent, so an A tier. Dr. Elise is one of my first manhwas. I used to love it. If I would do the tier list 4 years ago or 5, I would have put it on S tier. But now that there are like better ones with like better plot, this one is really underwhelming, so I'll put it on B tier. Like then Shadow, the same thing. An older manhwa. If it was 5 years ago, I would have put it on A tier or B tier. But it's underwhelming, so I'll give it a C tier. Intellect once again. Hmm. I don't know. I would either put it on A or B tier. Like high B or like low A tier. Personally, I think it's great. The art is great. The father is great. No, not the father, the mother. The mother is so great. Into the like once again. She is so gentle, the mom, and the plot is also great. But where's her mom? Look, the art is so beautiful. And the villain is so unhinged. There we go, I found the mom. There is such a loving family. Look at it. Look at look at her parents. Such an eye candy. I love the mom. The mom is so gentle. Alright. It's a high A tier. We won't put it in B tier. It's a high A tier. Above business proposal, I suppose. Okay. Nick, were you about to judge me again? Is that what it is? Damn. And you. Next one is called. Where is it? Something with Tyrant defense. Tyrant of the Tower defense game. Question mark. It's a high B tier. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. It's the middle. Yeah. The villainess flips the script. If I will mention a manhwa, which is like the most historical accurate, with the style, with like the clothing style, would be this one. The way the artist draws the clothes and how like the ladies dress up is exactly what you would see when you like travel back in time. So this one is like an 80. OMG, see that pop up all the time because it's just that good. The mainly the such a green flag, like honestly, it's a good story. I used to wait every week for a new chapter to get released. Next one is The World After the Fall, and it has the same timeline as Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Definitely an S tier for me. Although it's kinda underwhelming compared to Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Next one. Oh my god, my Steam just activated and I almost died from a heart attack. Anyways. Was it called the Tiger Eye Race or something like that? Let me see. I keep losing. Today the villainess has fun again is what it's called. And it's the same thing like this one. Basically, the tiger she adopted was a child at first. And she like kinda like took care of him. And then he got like big and stuff. So weird. Basically, he's a child in my eyes, and she's a full-grown adult. This is not legal. Next one is also a pretty popular one, but not because of the story, but because of the art style. And it is called The Villainess is a Marionette. Wait, where is Kill the Villainess? It's here, A tier. I put it on A tier. I will put this one, The Villainess is a Marionette, in I need to eat art. The art style is great, but there is like barely any plot behind it. I feel like the plot is so bland and boring, but the art makes up for it. If it wasn't for the art, I would have dropped it a long time ago. Did you complete it? I didn't, but I've seen spoilers. Honestly, I will 100 like I would rate it higher if I have completed it. But I just like stopped in the middle of nowhere. So I might change the rank once I like read most of it, you know? Matter of time. The next one is The Villainess Needs a Tyrant. So it was boring. I don't know, C tier. Tower of God! Tower of God was so good. I feel like it belongs to peak fiction because of the world building. Makes sense. Yeah. I genuinely enjoyed Tower of God. And I should binge read it again. Because I'm like, what, 200 chapters behind? Or 100? Let me see. Tower of God is a Sim Globe story. Exactly! Like, the art at the beginning was so bad, and you can just see the artist improving. It's really good. I paused it in chapter 486, and the most recent chapters are like 528, around that, or 626. I am 200 chapters behind. It's just that good. The world building is great, and the storytelling is also great. Light and Shadow is something deserved for wasting my time. Light and Shadow was that one. To be fair, Light and Shadow is a very old webtoon. Might be one of the first ever romance webtoons which got ever released. With a decent art style. Let's say like that. With a decent art style. And I get it. I get why you would put it on D tier, but simply because it's one of like my first webtoons, which got me into webtoon, I couldn't like possibly put it down. There's a new artist, but it's still good. Oh, there is a new artist? The artist changed? Isn't Siu for this? Isn't Siu the one who does like story and art? Also, second season of Tower of God, guys. July 2024. Soon. So excited for it. I really enjoyed the first season. To be fair, Light of Shadow would be a high D tier. I get it. It cannot be a C tier. if I put these on C tier. Yeah, so ready. Me too, I'm so ready for Tower of God. The villainess lives again. I feel like there is so much political stuff going on in the story, and I kind of lost track of it because I cannot simply remember every single political detail in each manhwa, and it's just boring. Although the chemistry is great, I guess a high C tier. The villain turns the hourglass. Great, love it, loved it. High A tier. I read the web novel of it before the manhwa got completed, and the manhwa portrayed every single thing which I've read in the web novel the same. It didn't miss details. It's really good. The villainess wants a divorce. I am conflicted. I have completed it once. But I forgot about the whole plot, to be fair. Well, probably on high B tier. Trapped. Great chemistry between both male leads and female leads. Although it didn't get me hooked. It didn't really get me hooked as much as the other S tier manhwas. But it's still great. High A tier. Peak. I get that. The female lead and the male lead, the way that I compete against each other to like outsmart the other, it's so great. They have the brains, they have the chemistry, they have everything. They are red flags, but who cares? Red is my favorite color. They're perfect for each other, exactly. I cannot. Oh! Raiders! Shoo! Thank you for the raid, I appreciate it! Welcome to the raid! Welcome! Welcome to the stream, welcome! Oh my god! How are you doing, Shu? How was stream going? What did you play? What did you do? Hold on, let me give you a quick shout out. Dang it, I'm glad. Was Valoranting? Oh, how did Valorant go? Did you win? Oh, I'm hungry as fuck. Was chilling on Spike Rushes. I see. Go get some food then. Well, let's lots of you. Gotcha. Nice. It's great. You gotta shut up. I got you. Thank you for the raid. You guys can take a rest, drink some water, grab some food. You don't have to stay in the stream. Thank you for the raid. Shuwon, he's immortal free now. That's crazy. Imagine being immortal. I do not have the aim for that. Wow, is that not true? Alright, let me introduce myself. My name is Jessie. I'm a tiger VTuber. And I play lots of variety games, and right now we're ranking manhwas. And let's say almost at the end. We have a few manhwas to rank. Hope you guys are doing well. Long time indeed. Oh, you guys know each other? Oh. Oh, sure, a manhwa connoisseur too. Oh, he is? As you should. Manhwas are great. Oh, the S-Class races in S-Class space. It's great. Although, I feel like it's so underwhelming right now, at where I am at least. It was in Shuma's streaming, by the way. I see. See. Well, anyways, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. You guys can take a rest, grab some water, go get some food. Self-care. Remember Ken we met like 20 years ago? That's a long time. Anywho, moving on. Under the Oak Tree is the next one. I feel like everyone is like overrating this manhwa. Personally, I disliked it. I didn't like the female lead. She is so weak. And like she relies on him too much. D tier for me. We'll watch about to see if I miss any manhwa. I have been away from this for a while, so missed some. I see, don't worry about it. There are a bunch. Probably most of them are like really biased while I was rating them. But we'll see. Today the villains has fun again. Reddit. Isn't it that one? Today the villainess has fun again. The BL manga ranker. I don't read much, yeah. Boys love, to be fair. I read like most isekai historical stuff. To be fair, I dislike Today the Villainess is Fun simply because Nadrika, I think, was the tiger's name. He is like a child to me. Oh, thank you for redeeming Stretch. I miss Stretch. Listen, I feel like Nadrika is too much of a child for me and just feels illegal to know that the child, like the tiger she took in, is like her love interest. I just couldn't bring myself to like keep reading it because I see him as a child. I see him as a baby, you know, someone to be protected, and she's like a whole ass adult. I just couldn't bring myself to enjoy it. I love isekai. I love isekai as well. Isekai is so good. But think in tiger years. I cannot. I physically cannot think in tiger years. Cat is cat. Pet the tigers. Thank you. Thank you for the pets. Right! Nadrika's a tiger and so am I. I just can't bring myself to look past it. Alright, next one is Unholy Blood. It's completed, it's finished, it's great. The female lead is strong, independent, and so is the male lead. They have great chemistry. Easy an S tier for me. Absolutely great. Alright, next one is Villains Are Destined to Die. And I feel like this manhwa is the manhwa community's favorite manhwa. I don't think anyone could hate this one. Or I didn't see anyone who hate this. I would put it in high low middle alright. Hold on. S tier. I wanted to read the web novel. No, I did read the web novel. I did read the web novel and I cannot wait for more chapters to come. I think I've started but never read it too much. Honestly, I would say read it, binge read it when it's completed. It's just so much better. Because right now, alright, I read the web novel like 2 years ago because I just couldn't wait anymore. I was so upset that it like didn't have more chapters for me to binge read, so I just read the web novel. And it was great. I would say wait and binge read it. War of Princesses. Jail. Listen, I love this one. This one was like the first few chapters, it was great. She had the chemistry between the prince until shit went down in the later chapters. I don't know what went down, but shit went down. It was so bad. It wasted my time. I can't believe it. The baby isn't yours. The manhwa? I feel like I've heard about it. The baby isn't yours. I have read it until chapter 18. Although I don't really remember the plot anymore. Probably have to reread it again. Nothing irritates me more than something which wastes my time after reading like 100 plus chapters, right? Me too, and this is exactly it. This webtoon is exactly it. It wasted my time after like being so invested into it. It was so good. It was so good until it decided to be bad. I do not understand. What it means to be you. So this webtoon, it's a D tier for me. Uh I've seen people saying like, "Oh my god, he just had like so much character development," but I could never get myself to like him. So basically, when she tries to kill herself, they will switch bodies, and he doesn't know it. So she kills herself like what 3 or 4 times because of the abuse around her, and his parents are also one of her abusers, and he's also one of the main drives why she kills herself. And every time she does it, like she can't really die. They just switch bodies, and it's just so upsetting to me. Like, what do you mean they still end up together even though she kills herself because of him? That's so stupid. Actually, I don't know. It doesn't really deserve jail. It's just a really bad plot. It just doesn't have any like things. But the spark in your eyes, good shit. The spark in your eyes. I think I've seen it. Or have I? There are just so many webtoons of like red-haired female lead and black-haired male lead. I, I might have not seen it before. No, I didn't read it yet. Is it good? Strong female lead? Gotcha. That's everything you need to know to get me hooked. Oh, Adonis! Oh my god, that one existed as well. I should have put it in. Should have put it into the list. This one was so popular back then. Back when it got released, it got so hyped. Water is the best after all. Of course, you're Ginger. When the villainous loves, it's a D tier. The male lead is so underwhelming compared to the other male leads. Until for like there are like so many side characters she could have gone for, but she went for the male lead who's super bland. Didn't understand. Who Made Me a Princess? Alright, this one will be totally biased. The beginning after the end. To be honest, I have read until like chapter 50 of the beginning after the end. I haven't like catch up with it because the last time I read it was like what 4 to 5 years ago. So I didn't put it in my list because I didn't read it until the recent chapters. Although I have heard that the artist changed and it's worse than before, I think. It was just an ordinary lead, started as good with a unique twist, but it is getting dragged on. Ordinary Lady. Let's see. Hold on, let me Google that. Doors are worse than heart. Oh, it did? Now I'm like even more reluctant to read it. Because I was interested of reading it, but if the art is bad, I might as well just read the web novel. It's just in. I have seen that one. I think I dropped it around 5 chapters though, because it first got released, and then I was like, nah. I hear good things about the web novel though, so I will pick up the web novel instead of the manhwa. Although, Who Made Me a Princess is low A tier. The story is boring, but because you had to be there for the hype. You had to be around the first releasing chapters of Who Made Me a Princess to truly enjoy it because it got hyped. Every chapter which got released got hyped because the art was good. First 300 chapters are good. Yeah, I have seen it. I've seen people telling me that the first 100 chapters are good until the art changed. Honestly, the artists should have been getting paid more. They should just they could have like gave him like more money and he would have continued to work on it, but nah, they're too greedy. They just didn't pay him. Windbreaker! Good bike Good bike manhwa. I liked it. A tier. Your Majesty, please don't kill me again. This is really tragic. This made me cry because of how tragic it was. I actually hate it when the male lead kills the female lead and they still end up together. But this one is understandable because of their backstory. So high A tier for that. Good bike, very good bike. Very good bike. I really liked it. My food looks very cute. Y'all come up with manhwas I've never read before, and I was confident I've read so many, but apparently I didn't. Oh, it's because the girl stuff. I have not seen it before. I usually don't really go for like girl stuff or boy stuff in manhwa. Your throne. It's getting kind of dragged on. I already forgot about what is happening in the plot. Uh, let's say B tier somewhere along like after remarried Empress. Oh, it's good diabetes. You know what? Because you told me to. Because you told me to. Planning. There we go. Look at that. Forget my husband. I'll go make money. I know that one. Auto hunting with my clones. Hold on. I have not seen that one. Y'all know so much manhwa. I don't think I would enjoy the art style, but it doesn't seem bad. It gives me like Naruto and his clones vibes. Alright, planning. Forget my husband, I'll go make money. What is. I remember the name, but I don't remember. Chapter 69 is where I stopped. Hold on, I actually have to like. Oh, this one! I remember! She's so unhinged! She's so funny. Infinite Mage. Hold on. I have not seen that one. I have not read that one. Or did I? I think it's on planning. Reading? No, I did read it. 3 chapters though. I have read 3 chapters of it. Probably because it was so similar to The Return of the 8th Class Mage, which is why I have read it in the first place. Anywho, the last Jesse you got played in your own game. Why? What happened? Huh? Played in my own game? The lesson is your ultimate love rival? B tier. Return of the Flowery Mountain sect. It's a S tier. It's so good. I wait for the how's it called, for each chapter every week. You fuck out on edge with 800 manhwa. It's not even just manhwa. Most of them are like manga as well. I believe I have read most of them, but not all of them. I didn't recognize the cover. Yeah, it's so great. Demon X Angel can't get along. Alright, hold on, let me look it up. I'm getting roasted, aren't I? Suddenly reading so many manhwas isn't great anymore. No, I haven't read it. I haven't read it. Did they have a support timer? I've seen it. Oh, but it's a manhwa. It's a Chinese. I usually just go for like South Korean webtoons. So if you come with me with like manhwa, with like Chinese webtoons, I'll be lost. Really great? Alright, gotcha. Going to planning. Comedic as fuck? Yeah, comedy is a good genre. Absolutely. But with that, we're done with the list. We're done with our rating. How do we feel? I feel like it's a good rating. I forgot. I wanted to turn on some background music, but I didn't. Please bully me, Miss Villainous. Alright, I'll look it up. I feel good, very good. I'm glad. No, I have not seen it. But it's Yuri. I don't really like go for girl stuff and boy stuff in manhwa or like in general. No bias? Nah, never. Alright, I will download it and like probably send it on my Twitter or anything like that. Hehe. With that, I actually just wanted to stream for 2 hours because I thought it's gonna take me 2 hours to rate them all, but it ended up being like almost 3 hours. Whoops. Anywho, we're gonna rate Pie because she dropped in and she stayed for the longest. Next stream food tier list? I don't think I'll do it. I'm too lazy. Setting it up is so exhausting. Alright, this is my rate message. Thank you guys for coming in for my ranking today of manhwas. It was pretty fun. I have wanted to do it in a long time, but I just never managed to do it, and now I did. I'll be streaming Genshin Impact tomorrow with the new patch around 5 p.m. CET. Oh, 1 second. Gotcha, no worries. Take your time. And actually, I don't know if I'll be able to. No, I will be able to stream. Have you heard Yanwo Innocence? Let me look it up. I haven't. It's so cute though. Anime Fan 2017, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It looks interesting though. I will put it on my reading list. Anywho, with that, let me set up the raid. Where is she? Pie. There we go. It has trauma. Oh, yikes. I come from the land of the British with tea and crumpets. I come from the land of Germany with the beer and with the pretzel. uh, I wish I could chat longer, but this is where I have to end the stream, guys. Good day in it. Good day indeed. With that, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. And take care, everyone. Saber734, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Suddenly, everyone is like following. Oh my god. Alright. Anyways, see you guys. Bye bye.